If you are stressed about AI automation, if you're stressed and confused about, selling AI to local businesses or maybe to bigger businesses, and you just feel there is a lot of confusion, there's a lot of doubt, there's a lot of uncertainty if you're running an AI agency, if you're an AI developer, this video is going to be exactly for you because I'm going to tell you how I was feeling the same, how I was dealing with the same thoughts and, confusion, stress, and everything as I'm running my own AI agency, and what is the solution I just came up with so I can deal with it. So by the time I'm going to finish this cup of coffee, I'm going to explain everything that I have learned recently as I was dealing with that and what you can, do and how you can actually use what I just did in your own AI agency and how, if you're building your own AI automation or running your own agency, how you can benefit from what I have just done. So obviously what we are going to cover in today's video is obviously a couple of points as usually. So, look, first of all, what we are going to cover. So, I'm going to cover why are you even stressed, and I'm going to explain that to you, and why I was stressed, why perhaps you're stressing as well, and why it's normal, and why the way you're feeling right now is completely normal. Mm, As you see, this type of content is very chill, and not much really editing, not much, fake professionalism, just very transparent and, light content out here. So don't worry, don't feel too, serious. Also, what you should do, so what you can do about it, because obviously we don't just want to, talk about an issue, we also want to deal with the issue. Mm, And afterwards, we're going to talk about how you can do it. So let's just start the video. So first of all, let me just obviously cover why are you stressed. So you see, the thing is, we as humans, we really like to know what's going on. So if here is you and you are a human and you see something, let's say this is whatever, let's say some sort of a chaos. Let's say here you have some sort of a mess. As humans, we really do not like mess. We don't really like to see something and think, okay, I have no idea what's going on here. As humans, we really, really, really like to just see something that is chaotic and mess, and we really like to bring that into like an order so we know what's going on. So if you are dealing with uncertainty as human being, it's not really a pleasant thing. So the problem is the AI world and the speed and the velocity at which AI is advancing is so rapid. Like AI is advancing so quickly that it's genuinely impossible to know what's going on. So the problem is because we don't like uncertainty as humans, and if you are following all the AI trend and you see all the AI voice agents, you see all the new AI automations, you're following the trends with what the top AI companies are doing, all the new trends, all the new tools, all the new capabilities of AI models and everything, and you're just following every single AI trend, and then as a result of that, you feel a lot of uncertainty because the problem is there is so much new information, so much new tools being released, so much like chaos in the entire AI world that your brain is subconsciously going to try to map this chaos and make it like reasonable and you will try to just make sense of the chaos, you will try to make sense of what's going on. So the problem with that is if you are overloading your brain with too much information about AI, and if you're running an AI agency, you're trying to justify that, hey, I'm selling AI to local businesses, I'm an AI developer, I need to know this. So very often you're going to follow a lot of AI news and a lot of AI trend, and that's going to like pretty much show you a lot of like a very very deep black hole of AI because there is so much things in the AI space. I'm gonna draw it to make it like a huge chaos. Like there's so much things in the AI world. There's so many things you can discover. There are so many new tools. There are so many news. There are so many new AI startups. Like it's such a chaotic world that if you're going to expose yourself to the information and to the news and the tools and everything that is out there, your brain will literally explode. Okay, no, literally, but you will overload yourself with so much information that your brain will be trying to make sense of it all and make sure that you understand and you know what's going on. And the problem with that is it's going to overload you. And instead of like achieving your goal, which is probably making money with AI, you're going to be trying to map this chaos into your world. So the problem is, and like answering the first point of the video, which was obviously why it's all why are you stressed. The simple answer is your brain really does not like uncertainty, and if you're exposing yourself to a lot of AI news and information, there's a lot of uncertainty and a lot of chaos, and you're just overloading yourself cognitively with too much information. And the problem is that the AI like rabbit hole and the AI black hole is expanding like this because there is so much new things. Like it's pretty much compounding in terms of like new startups, new people are hearing about AI, there are new ideas, people are raising money, there are tools, there are dramas, like there's so much chaos in the AI world that if you just even try to follow 30% of it, your brain will absolutely explode and you're stressed because you see all of those options, all of those opportunities without like uncertainty, and you're like, what on earth is going on here? And it's very hard to make a decision if you are so stressed and you see so much chaos and so much information. So what you should do and how you should do it. So here's a very basic thing. Right now, maybe you're not in this category of people, but if your goal is literally just to this is you, and you just want to pretty much take AI and provide some sort of value to a market, right? And then benefit from that economically and just make some money, right? If this is your goal, and I would assume it is your goal, because why would you want to watch content about AI agency if you're not trying to make some money and benefit economically from this AI trend? If this is your goal, by following this trend and following all the news and trying to map out the AI space in the AI world, you may think you're productive, but you're actually not. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot because you're not making any progress, you're not adding any more value, you're not improving your client's relationship and your client's experience. All you're doing is making it impossible for you to be like at peace. And running a business within of itself is very stressful and there is a lot of chaos already. So by you trying to map out the entire AI world and trying to understand everything, you're literally shooting yourself in the foot. So if this like graph is representing your needs, which is just to make money from AI and benefit economically by selling AI, or maybe you want to get, even if you want to just get better at it, building AI automations, following the news and trying to map out the AI world and trying to understand it, trying to watch all the news, it's literally shooting yourself in the foot. So here's what you should do. If this is you, all you really need to do is go after a certain group of people or businesses. So either you go B2C or B2B. I mean, I'm just telling you what I'm doing, and I'm not feeling that stressed with the. I mean, I am because obviously I'm running my own AI agency, but at the same time, I don't follow the news and I don't try to map out the entire AI world because it's just too chaotic. So you pick your market, right? Very basic things. And obviously, then it's very rational for you to pick like one solution, right? So one product, one service that you sell because you can easily outcompete people if you just have one solution and one thing that you're selling to the market, because obviously then you can simply get better at it and out deliver and out compete other people. And then for that solution, you're going to get paid, right? Whether like depending on your, financial structure, maybe you're getting paid in retainers, maybe you're getting paid in upfront, whatever the thing is. So here just have profit. And the thing is, in order to make this process work, all you really need to do is get an understanding of how you can reach out to the market and understand them enough so you can actually convince them to give you money. And here you need to know AI only as far as your solution, forces you to know AI. So if your solution is, let's say, AI voice agents, how on earth are you going to benefit from, let's say, knowing about the recent, I don't know, Google, I don't know, AI investment? Or how are you on earth going to benefit? I mean, your clients or your business is going to benefit from you, let's say, knowing about the new video generation model. You will not. So the point of this video and how you do it is you take your solution, so what you're selling to the market that you're going after, and all you really do is you just map the needs, right? So what do you really need to know in terms of AI, right? Perhaps you need to know prompting, right? Perhaps you need to, let's say, also know perhaps AI voice, right? So you need to know AI voice. Maybe you need to know some APIs. And you just list out everything that you need to know, and the need word is very crucial here. So you map out everything that you do need to know, and then after you map it out, you ask yourself, okay, where do I need to follow the recent updates? So perhaps following the recent updates in prompting, is it very likely that there's going to be some big breakthrough that if you're going to apply, your agency will explode? Well, perhaps, but it's very unlikely. So you just learn the basics of what you need to know in order to deliver your solution. And let's say if you are, let's say as an example, delivering the AI voice, perhaps then following the news here in terms of new advancements in AI voice models and AI voice platforms and everything, perhaps then there is some like real tangible ROI from that. And the point of this video is the reason you're feeling stressed is because you're following all the news and you're trying to reach out, like you're trying to map out the entire AI world and you're trying to understand everything and you're following the rabbit hole of every single new AI investment. Please go on YouTube and literally create a new account and don't watch any AI content or even, like remove your YouTube account if you don't need them, if you don't need that account, and just stop overloading yourself with information. Then map out the solution that you're selling to your market and what that solution requires you to know. If that's prompting, maybe AI voice, APIs, perhaps some cybersecurity and data safety, and then map out what you need to know, and then you just go and literally create a learning plan, if you don't know that. So here we type learning plan, and you have like literally check boxes of things that you need to learn. Let's say here's your set 1, 2, 3 things, and then you just literally check out things that you have already learned and you're mapping out. And then if you really do need to follow the news because you really need to know like the most recent advancements because your clients, the people that are the most important, people in your business, they actually benefit from you knowing the news, then go and follow it. But then do it in a very strict, very rigorous manner so you don't fall into the, spiral of just all the AI news. So only know what you need to, like only learn what you need to know and only follow the things that you need to follow and remove every single other thing. And this is a competitive advantage because if you're just focused on your market, reaching out to that market, knowing them better, asking them, hey, how would you be more happy working with me? Figuring out how you can be the best in the world at this one particular solution and mapping out and learning every single thing about that solution and only following the news as far as it is improving your product and then optimizing your business to be as profitable as possible, you're just going to simply demolish your competitors who are going to be, trying to focus on the new AI advancements, all the AI news and everything, because we only have 24 hours in a day and we only have so much energy that we can direct somewhere. So if you're going to focus on what matters, which is just being the best in the world at this solution and learning all the required technical things to deliver that and spending the rest of your time marketing and improving your client experience and just being as profitable as possible, you're just going to outcompete other people. And that is my hypothesis. This is what I'm doing. And that's how I'm planning to just scale my own AI agency to 7 figures, which is my goal. And on this channel, I'm just documenting and sharing a lot of valuable things for AI developers, AI agency owners, and people that are trying to benefit economically from AI space. So if that's you, then obviously it is you're incentivized to subscribe because perhaps this information is going to help you. And obviously, as I said, I need to finish the coffee by the end of this video, so I'm going to finish it right now. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this helps. Take care.